For half a century, this chimney has cast a shadow over the landscape of West Wiltshire, 400 feet high, as tall as Salisbury Cathedral's spire. But soon, it'll be gone. The cement works, once one of the region's biggest factories, will be demolished. The kiln room is now off limits, so today we've brought back some staff and retired workers for a last look. It's now a freezing shell. A few years ago, the mercury would rise to 700 degrees in the kiln thermometers.
In this area we're in now, it was like the hottest summer you've ever experienced here. You could probably only stand the heat for a few minutes at a time. And even just under the kilns over to our side here, if you were in that area for too long, then it could physically melt your helmets that you're wearing.
The White Horse was Westbury's first claim to fame. The cement works and its chimney was the second. When it was built in the early 1960s, it was one of the largest construction projects in the country. And when it became operational, a second chimney was needed. Such was the demand for cement. The first one was later taken down. But where there's a chimney, there is pollution and often controversy. Many people disliked the company burning old tyres for fuel. Making cement is hard, dirty work. Where there's muck, there's brass. The cement works brought money and jobs to Westbury. Roger Shibley was one of three brothers who worked here for decades. This was nothing unusual in this community.
I've done nearly 39 years. My brother is still working here and he's coming up to his 44th year this year. And my older brother didn't quite make 30 years.
Yeah, so 100 years.
100 plus between us, yeah.
The factory was mothballed in 2009. Now the owner, Tarmac, has begun to pull it down. Nigel Osman has worked here for decades. Now he's overseeing his beloved factory's demolition.
Last week, when the machinery actually started rolling out, it's real now. Sad, just a tinge of sadness there.
This is the last time some of these workers will come into these rooms where they spent so much of their lives. And on his return, a surprise find for Roger Shibley.
Every day I used to have an apple, and this was my clothes locker, and the stickers that were on the apple I used to stick on the door when I'd finished with them, and they're still here.
And you haven't seen this in how long?
6 years.
Demolishing these buildings, breaking up all this equipment and removing it will take months. But the chimney will go in the blink of an eye when explosive teams hit the button this spring. Gone in a second, a West Country landmark and 50 years of history in Wiltshire. Robert Murphy, ITV News.